This is a Red Dead Redemption 2 NPC, who I've named Ray. In the game's world, Ray lives a full life and sticks to a very strict 24-hour schedule. And today, I will be following that schedule, with one rule: I must do everything that Ray does, to determine if the NPCs are real people with real stories, or nothing but mindless background characters. Ray's day begins at 7 AM, when he wakes up in a chair, in the saloon, hungover. So before my day as Ray even began, I made sure I got drunk the night before so that I would wake up in the same state as him. Now, I don't have a saloon I can wake up in, but I did sleep in a chair. Once Ray awakens from his slumber, he takes a walk down to the building site where he works. So of course, I did the same.
And here we are. Our construction site for the day.
And the first working duty that Ray does is scrub the floors of the site for an hour. So, with my bucket in hand, I began the grind.
Right, well, it's hit 9 o'clock, which means I'm done scrubbing. Now, once he finishes his sponging routine, he takes a little break and has a little sipple from one of these. And I think we all know what's in one of these: more booze. Here's the twist, folks, here's the real twist. Ray stops working and has a drink every single hour. I'm gonna end up really pissed by the end of this. I've filled this up with whiskey. I hate whiskey, I can't stand it. Oh, okay. Cheers. It tastes so grim. Okay, that wasn't really a proper swig, so we'll do another one. Oh man, I'm really not looking forward to having doing this more. That was enough of a break. Let's get back to work.
But we have a new task now: hammering. This is what Ray spends most of the day doing, as he is a builder.
Now, in the actual game, he only has a few scripted spots where he can hammer, which I suppose means that I also only have a few places where I can hammer. But there's no time for slacking. It is time to get to work. I can't help but feel, and level with me guys if this is true, I can't help but feel like I look like a massive weirdo right now. Someone knew I was here with a hammer, and I'm like dressed like a Peaky Blinder. Like, realistically, like they're not gonna get what I'm doing. You guys know I'm wearing Ray's outfit. But I've got to pace myself with the hammering anyway. I've got 500 nails. I need to do about 50 to 60 nails an hour. Currently I'm like, I think I've done 20.
Despite feeling like I looked as if I'd escaped some kind of institution, there was something weirdly calming and therapeutic about just nailing with no intention. But you know what they say? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting something different, which later on in this video, you will see, definitely started to affect me.
Getting really bored of hammering now, actually.
But for now, I was feeling pretty good about my, albeit pointless, work.
All right, we have hit our hourly quota of nails and pretty much bang on time for 10 o'clock as well. But as it is now 10 AM, it means the hour's finished, which sadly means more whiskey. Oh, it's got all warm as well. That one really burned. Right, well, back to hammering, I guess. I think I am beginning to kind of know what it feels like to be an NPC, because I've been out here for like 2 hours now and I've done nothing really of value. And you know what? I think I'm kind of starting to understand why Ray is the way he is. Every day he gets up and does the same thing, so no wonder he's a drunk. Right, there we go. That is our nail quota hit for the hour. It's coming up to 12 o'clock now. However, on this hour, I will not be only having a swig of whiskey. I'm going to be having a little something else.
Because it's time for lunch, and I've looked through the catalogue of the shop closest to where Ray works to find the kind of meal he might have, which is
an old-timey Western sandwich of some sorts. It will consist of bread, corned beef, apricot conserve, and some cheese. It's either going to be way nicer than it should be, or it's going to be vile. Cheese there, cheese there. It literally looks like dog food. I think my dog's food actually does look nicer than this. I mean, when you put it in the sandwich, actually, It doesn't look bad, we'll say. You know what? It's not half bad. It's not the most like lovely thing I've eaten, but it'll do. But that is not all, because for dessert we've got a little tin of fruit, another very common item in Red Dead 2. I have lapped that up. Jesus. But I suppose we shouldn't dilly-dally. There's lots of important work that I need to be doing. What am I doing? All right, we are back at the site. I'm ready. You know what, near the end of that last session of nailing, I was getting to a point where I was a bit down, but I think I was just hungover, hadn't eaten, I was getting a bit hangry. So now I'm ready to hammer some goddamn nails. Oh, I'm getting really bored of hammering now, actually. It's dawned on me that I've been doing the exact same thing for like nearly 3 hours now of my day. And like, my knees are really hurting, and my legs from crouching down on my back, like my posture's never great anyway, so it's just aching in my back. What am I doing? But we got work to do. Oh, that's fun. Whoa. Okay, that was fun. I'm feeling a bit more motivated. Okay, cool. Let's do some more hammering.
Yeah, it's safe to say this constant nailing was starting to take its toll on me. And I felt like I really understood Ray in this moment. Because at least being drunk all day kind of numbs you to the mental anguish that is his job. And these next 2 hours were quite frankly a real drag.
Why does it taste like that? It's so horrible. Yeah, those last 2 hours were really like not fun at all. But lucky for me, it's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock means
that it is time for Ray to take a break and head to the pub, where he indulges in an hour-long break with a beer.
I am in the pub. I've got myself a crisp beer. It feels like a well-deserved break, if I'm being perfectly honest. You will notice I have changed, yes. This is one of my local pubs, so I got nervous, okay? I got scared, I got nervous. I don't really have any problem with filming in public, but I think the costume, it was a good idea in my head. But I've been getting some weird looks with the camera, and like no one said anything directly to me, but I felt very embarrassed when people have seen me, because I look fucking mad, and I also am going kind of mad. I was smashing the floor and like wood earlier. I shouldn't be doing that, it's not good, but yeah, I think it'll be good to have this pint, decompress. All right, we are officially done with the pub. That was very much needed. I've only got 3 more hours of work, which is kind of shit still, but what are you gonna do? There were some ewes hanging out where I was before, so I've had to move, but that's okay. Because
once Ray returns from the pub, he decides to hammer in a new spot. And even better, he does it standing up.
Which is bloody fantastic, because my back and my knees were hurting so much. So our new spot is going to be this big dead branch, because I'm not going to, you know, harm a living tree. So it's 4 o'clock now. Better get cracking. You know what, I'm gonna say it. Sitting down, I think, was the problem. I'm kind of back into it. This, however, this is still shit. I'm getting a little bit better though. Guys, this is our last nail. A monumentous thing. I thought we could do this one together. Beautiful. We did it, guys. And I suppose we should celebrate with, I believe, our last swig as well of the day. So, cheers. They've been fucking horrible. It's shit. It's shit. Now we've got one more task to do before the work day is over. And guys, if you thought that the nailing was stupid, pointless, overall mind-numbing, and a complete waste of time, let me introduce you to the broom.
Because the last thing Ray does at work is clean up with the broom.
But what is there to clean? Nothing. Just like in the game, there's absolutely nothing to clean. So we're just gonna sweep some sticks and see what happens. Okay, it is 7 o'clock. That was bizarre and dumb. So the working day is complete. It's been all right, but I definitely want a pint because my brain feels like it's just, I don't know, it just needs one. I kind of feel like I'm relating to Ray now. So that is where we end the day. In the pub.
So just like Ray, I headed to the pub where I would be drinking until it closed, because Ray stays there all night and even sleeps there. But I can't do that because it closes. And as I took a sip of my pint and watched the sun set, I started to think of Ray. You might not pay a lot of attention to the NPCs in Red Dead, but when you take a closer look, they all have a story. When researching this video, I wasn't really too sure about that when it came to Ray. I thought his life was quite simple, but what lies underneath his scripted routine is the tale of a very sad man, plagued by alcoholism and loneliness. And now, having lived in his shoes, I can safely say that he is a real living person in this world. And that's why Rockstar are the fucking goats. But once the pub closed, I headed home, slept in a chair, and dreamt of Ray. And if you like this video, be sure to subscribe, comment, like, all that stuff. And I've got another video on screen now that you might like as well. Cheers.